и встретился с тобой. Ты меня обворожила, погулять с собой предложила. Я взял копилку, разбил и тебя в парк челюскинцев сводил. Хали-хали, аппаратура, нам с тобою было супер, супер во всем. Хали-хали, мы с тобой везде летали. Хали-хали, аппаратура, нам с тобою было супер, супер во всем. Хали-хали, мы с тобой везде.
Trailblazer is a good off-road family car. New Trailblazer that is sold in USA with 3-cylinder disappointment under the hood, just like my life achievements are disappointment for my parents, is a horrible car. And this is another reason to adore this dying approach to car manufacturing. This is old school design, body on frame, rock hard ride, NA engine and limitless power to go anywhere you want. In Russia they were popular even when they were sold without heated seats, and that's because it could go anywhere, it was very reliable and didn't need anything expensive or nice to take care of it. Let's start from design. Owner changed radiator grille immediately after the purchase, and it's better looking than factory grille. Aerodynamically everything looks sleek, but it has very weird shape, and even with the beautiful mountain view it looks not nice to my eyes. And that's because this shape is based on a pickup, and you can see that designers tried to make this car look nice and proportional but didn't do a nice job. Trailblazer is like an ugly girl on the prom night. Nobody wants to dance with her or even come close to her. It took me some time to understand what this shape reminds me of, and closest I got is Mr. Krabs' daughter, specially designed from the side. You can see that they tried to make windows more proportional, more closer to each other, but failed completely. Car screams off-road. When I look at it, I want to take it off-road all the time and try out its limits. Interior gives you mixed feelings. First you love it, then you just get confused, and then you hate it. Just like junk food at 2 AM. We have many useful features: Apple CarPlay, Auto Link, Android Auto, heated seats, light sensors, voice command, stability control, and many other safety features that keep you safe when you drive it like a maniac. And when you look at the interior from outside of the car, it looks nice and you think to yourself, oh, so much luxury and technology. But when you get in, materials here are so horrible that in Siberian prison you feel more luxurious when you touch stuff than here. Plastics on the door are so hard that you can get pedicure by scratching it.
Блять.
Эй, не поцарапайте.
Она не где? Я тут свой ногти сломаю сначала.
And everything is very cheap. Even the fake leather on the door panel is so thin that it reminds me of a used condom. It is so thin, when you touch it, you don't feel the leather, you feel the plastic under the leather. But the worst thing about this interior is the steering wheel. It's so ugly that it hurts my eyes. Even when I was driving on the slippery roads, I was concentrating not to fall off the road or crash into somebody, but constantly this wheel was distracting me by its ugliness, and I couldn't enjoy this wonderful view of nature because the wheel is so horrible. Everything else is acceptable. Climate control is very loud, and when you receive phone call, yeah, it's get quieter, but again, it's so loud that you don't feel any sound isolation at all in the car. At back we have enough space for 3 husky adults and enough space for 2 kids and all their toys. It is nice that Trailblazer has 3 rows, very useful. Also, trunk is huge. Even with the 7 seats fully opened, you still have space. And when kids to try get into the car from the trunk and scratch all the cover materials, you do not care. Because there is no luxury from factory, so you feel okay damaging it. For some strange reasons, windows go down every time you open car door and go up when you close it. If anybody has any clue, let me know why it's happening every time I open and close the door. Chevrolet Camaro's 3.6 V6 engine that generates 276 brake horsepower and 350 Newton. Only problem with this engine is the engine chain. If you drive it aggressively all the time, you need to change it at 100,000 kilometers because it will stretch. But if you drive it normally, you will have no problem for 250,000 kilometers or even more. With right ECU tuning, it will generate more than 300 brake horsepower without any mechanical changes. I like that air filter is huge and very high up. It gives you ability to drive through small rivers. Real fuel consumption numbers are 14-15 liters per 100 kilometers. Change oil every 8,000 kilometers and transmission oil every 50,000 kilometers. And this car will serve you until you die. 0 to 100 kilometers will happen in 9 seconds. It is rear-wheel drive all the time, but you can connect the front wheels and you will have 4-wheel drive mode. But you cannot drive it more than 50 kilometers in 4-wheel drive mode because it will scream at you like spoiled PC teenager that has no idea what it wants. So if you will drive it on normal roads, just enjoy your rear-wheel drive and leave it alone. And don't touch all the gear knobs. Biggest advantage of this car is the fact that for $44,000 you do not care about the condition of this vehicle. You can drive it aggressively, punish it, spit on it, verbally abuse it, and it will smile at you and keep going. Just like I did when my ex-girlfriend treated me not nice. I never seen $44,000, I never held $44,000. And I had this feeling when I was driving it. And the owner had the same feeling. You do not care about potholes and any obstacles on the road. You just floor it and car will cope with everything. You are so emotionless to this car that you can give it to your ex-girlfriend after she caught you sleeping with her sister and have zero fear of the condition of your vehicle. And for me, this is true freedom of owning the car. Usually when you buy a car, it owns you. You worry about it all the time, you take good care of it, you worry that some douchebag will scratch it on the parking lot and you will feel bad about it. But this car gives you freedom to do everything you want because you own it. Let me give you an example. This is Kamal. He's the owner of this vehicle. He's a good dentist, he helps me every time when I see my YouTube haters. He's a great father and great husband, and he loves his family and goes every weekend somewhere outdoors. And he's truly happy because he knows that car is just a material thing, and family is everything for him. And that's a great feeling when you own this car.
Basically, it feels like a pickup because it's based on the pickup. Road is great here, and you do want to drive it fast, really fast. It does handle good. I mean, it's very bouncy, but it's predictable, you know, where it will fall off. You don't want to drive it on the limit, but it's fun. It's fun. I mean, maybe it's very good road, that's why I feel such a good thing, but when you drive it, it doesn't handle good, but it does predict where it will let go and where you will crash. So that's good feeling. Also, brakes are not so good. Sometimes they work good, sometimes they are very bad. Just zero braking power at all. But that's fun. Also, what I like about this car is the engine, that it jumps at you. You know, first of all, full throttle, noise, and then it goes. And then it goes. But noise can be better. It's a V6 3.8. I would change the exhaust system. Just, you know, not very loud, but it can be better. Now we will drive on very rough roads. And the car is hard. It's very hard. I mean, like all pickups, but it's so hard, it's just ridiculous. It just shakes all everywhere, and you know, oh my god, that's funny. You're not afraid of damaging the car or damaging the cow when you drive it on bad roads, but you are afraid of like damaging yourself because it's very uncomfortable. When you drive it off-road, you're not scared for the car that it will break down. You can drive it as fast as you want. You're scared for your spine because it's very hard. Even on the low speeds, it's very hard. And you can damage your body by driving it aggressively on like bad roads. But on the good roads, it's a fun car, you know. Here, outdoor, in the mountains, this is the place for this car. But in the city, it's too big, too junky, bunky, bulky. I don't know. I don't think it will be great. But handling, very loose but predictable. It's a great family car. It has the power, it has the space. You can throw everybody at the back, and they will enjoy it. It's nice. But as a driver's car, no. Utility vehicle, also good. You know, just can go anywhere, everywhere. But as a driver, I feel, be honest with you, I feel tired already. It's you know, it's a working man's car. This is what it is. Thank you so much for watching my channel. Please subscribe. Let me know in the comments what do you think about my review, this beautiful car. And take care. Bye bye. It's a great family car. Just throw everybody at the back, drive it, you know, it has the power.
Начните это предложение сначала, я просто отвлекся на девушку.
Так, раз, два. Driving Trailblazer is very interesting experience. First of all, car is like very tall. You're driving giraffe. It's not it's not normal vehicle. Вообще нету. То как-то вот 50 на 50. Блять. Ох.
Чего это?
Вроде бы объехал. Один фиг залетели. Реклама Колгейта, блядь. Все, ладно.